the star on my display, calling out from far away, calling out from far away. No one's been here before me now. I'll find a way, don't matter how. Through the dark and endless night, past the points of fading light. Every world that catches my eye makes me want to touch the sky. And I know that I was made for this. Every system holds another gift. Every horizon calls my name. Nothing left to hold me back again. Out here where the stars are bright and new, there's always one more frontier to break through. Break through. Charts are blank and sensors clear, all these wonders drawing me. Let them say it can't be done, while I'm chasing distant suns. In my ship I feel alive, as these cosmic waves I ride. Every scan reveals the way to places where I'll make my way. We are all explorers at heart, born to push the boundaries of art. Time to rise, time to fly, beyond what meets the eye. Beyond. Every horizon calls my name. Nothing left to hold me back again. Out here where the stars are bright and new, there's always one more frontier to break through. Break through. I hear the call of distance, and I know I found my place. Oh, found my place.
Oh, welcome in. Hope everyone's having a good weekend. Trying to make sure everything is working here. Looks like it might be. I was in the bubble doing the community goal, and I'm about done with that. I made it in the top 50%. Of course, it's not over yet, so I may not remain in the top 50%, but we'll see. So while I was getting ready to end my last stream, I was looking around and I saw a little bitty nebula over here. Nothing unusual about that. You know, it's like one of these little nebulas and stuff. But what got my attention was all these blue stars. And I said, well, you know, I'm going to go over there and check them out. I warned in advance, everything here is already discovered, but there are lots of black holes. The system I'm getting ready to map and stuff, even though it's already been mapped, there is some life and stuff here I want to check out, but there are three black holes in the system that I'm in. 1, 2, 3. 3 black holes. So they're real small black holes, but you know, we'll go see them anyway. I have already scanned the system. Not a whole lot, looking like a whole lot here, but there's one black hole there, one black hole there, and one black hole there. I'm primarily interested in these planets here, or moons. Excuse me. A lot of them without an atmosphere are showing a life, sign. They all have first footfalls and everything, though. So I'm not going to get any new discoveries. I just want to go see what kind of life is there on this non-atmospheric things. The lead observatory is not giving me any clue. That usually means something like, the no atmosphere, you can have brain trees, crystal shards, anemones, anemones, you know what I mean. Tubers, maybe a Thimarola thing. But Lead Observatory usually says things like crystal shards, but we'll go see what it is and everything. So first, let's go check out one of these black holes just to see what it looks like. Then we'll start on the other stuff. The system where my carrier is at has one or two black holes. There are lots of black holes around here. And sometimes you have to get pretty close to them to see any lensing effects and stuff, because they're so tiny. They're like 10 solar masses or so, but it looks like this one's already showing up something else. We're a long ways away, though. That nebula in the background may help us out. Let me go full screen so you guys get a better view of whatever it is we see. I was debating whether I was going to stream on Twitch tonight or on YouTube. My last stream was on YouTube. I streamed like 9 hours yesterday in total on Kick, YouTube, and Twitch. Whee. Actually had some people come in on YouTube also. I'm excited about that. I probably will be streaming on YouTube along with Kick. Not multi-streaming my Twitch stream to them, but you should be able to find me on the other platforms, especially YouTube. I have tons of copies of my Twitch streams already over there. But if you do go over there and are looking for one of the YouTube live streams, be sure to look under the live category on my page. I'm kind of careful with approaching black holes because reasons. I don't even know what it's orbiting. Are the there's two black holes here? I know two of them are close together. I don't know if this is the two that are close together. Well, there's already some lensing on that over here to the left there. You see that? I'm going to slow down to see if that's another 9C. Yeah, that's another black hole there. Okay. I guess they're orbiting some center of gravity or something. I wonder if I could park my carrier here. I've never personally seen two black holes this close together. I found this spot purely by chance because, like I said, I was just looking around. I said, "Oh, there's a bunch of blue stars over there. Let's go see it." But like most nebula regions, especially close to the bubble, it's fully explored. Things like the Veil Nebula, the Bubble Nebula, anything close to those are already fully mapped and stuff. Not necessarily first footfalls, but they're already mapped or discovered. That's okay though. I'm not here tonight to really try to do a lot of exobiology per se, watching the lensing effect there. I'm just curious. Hey Bishop, welcome in. How are you this fine evening? I don't know Bishop. He plays Elite, streams Elite. He does fun stuff. He missed my last stream. I doing the CG and actually killed an anaconda in my crate Mark II. That's a first for me. I don't usually fight in my small ships, but I had engineered my frag cannons and wanted to try them out. Doing alright? You're winding down after a long day at work? Heard that. I had a long day at home doing nothing. Very tiring. Keeping the cats entertained. Giving the dog a big flea bath. Doesn't do any good though. You completed an Orbis last night? It is warm out. Even here it's warm. There's two black holes orbiting each other here. Can't really see much. I'm waiting to get close enough to see some more pronounced gravitational lensing or something. It's not my biggest interest in black holes. There's some other planets with no atmospheres that have life on them, and I want to see what kind of life it is. They've already got first footballs and stuff, so I'm pretty sure everything, all the life here has probably already been sampled. But that's okay. Inquiring minds want to know. Again, these black holes are pretty tiny. They range between like 11 or so solar masses, and I think the other one, the largest one here, is like 16 or maybe 23 solar masses. But I am taking my time approaching it because see what I got. I'll try to swing around so you can see the lensing effect on it. Any closer. These are some hot stars here too. They're O-type stars. That's how I noticed this. I saw this little bitty nebula and I said, what's there? Then when I zoomed in on it on the map, there was a ton of O stars. So I thought, well, that was interesting. I want to go look and see what's over there. Turns out that there's a lot of black holes here. Much to see yet. I am southwest of the bubble, not real far, about 3,000 light years or so. You can see where I'm at there. And I was over here doing the CG stuff and everything, and I actually could see one of these nebulas, and I was like, it doesn't look too far or too big. So I brought up the old galaxy map and looked at it, and I saw all these blue stars. I said, well, that's different. I'm going to go check it out. And so far I've found like 4 or 5 systems that have black holes. So we'll see what we have here. You can see my location. Should be. Oh, it's at the top of the screen. S171 space 9. Oh, not on at the moment. Okay, fair enough. We can see some little bit of lensing effect. Let's get closer. I'm already 10 million meters. That's not very far. And if you look at the stars there, you can see them. They're kind of shifting at odd patterns, even at this distance.
3 years deep in empty space.
Hey Pickles, welcome in. Getting to be a habit. Just kind of making a low pass by this black hole, tiny black hole. There's 3 black holes in this system. They're small. Here we go. Let's see. Keep an eye on my temperature. I've ran into black holes before. Watch that star in the upper left coming across there by the secondary. You can't see my mouse cursor. That's weird.
Feels more like home with every night.
No idea what kind of exclusion zone, how far the exclusion zone is here. Definitely a little black hole, isn't it?
Now I'm not so sure I'll steer.
Well, before I do that, let me not quite aim at it. I'm not very far from it. In fact, I'm still nervous. Let me... a little more. Let me go past it. I'll try to get a shot of it. That's cool. Check that out. Huh. Neat, huh? Okay. The lensing effect as we moved out from it? Wow. That was cool. I'm still doing 30,000 or 30,000 meters per second. And that's way more motion than my speed would account for. That's all done by gravitational lensing. Where's the other black hole at? There's another one right here. Where's it at? So we don't... Whoa! That was interesting. Did y'all see that? Let's get around on the other side and put the nebula on the other side of this thing so we can see the effects a little better. You can already see the lensing when it's happening. This one must be a little bigger. Oh, ads are running. Damn it. I'll try to stall until the ads are over. I wonder if you get far enough away if you can see lensing caused by both black holes. Cumulative thing or something. It's a magnifying glass, so look at that. Magnifying what's behind it. Ads are over in 5 seconds. Okay, I tried to stall until the ads are over. This one's kind of magnifying what's behind it. It's pretty cool. I was just wondering if I go far enough out so that both black holes, you know, I can see both of them at the same time. I wonder if I can get cumulative gravitational lensing effect from them or something. Galaxy bit behind it there. Make a pass and try to get a good view of it. I just definitely don't want to hit the exclusion zone. I've ran into exclusion zones before in black holes. Well, they're orbiting each other, like, I don't know, 600 light seconds apart or something. I mean, you can't really tell it, but the gravitational lensing extends much further out than what you're seeing right here. If you really want to see gravitational lensing, go to the Great Annihilator, like the second largest black hole. And I like the gravitational lensing effects of it. Are really more apparent than even Sagittarius A, and it's not surrounded by that brown cloud so much. It has a lot of stuff around it, so you can see, you know, you can sit there and the lensing is 360 degrees around you. Maybe this pass would be close enough. You can already see the lensing's much further out than in here. I'm trying to, when I make a pass through here, it'll lined up with. Don't want to run into anything. I've ran into exclusion zones before, though. Wasn't that big a deal. That is so cool. And the effect changes just on your view, even on the same distance away from. I'm just changing my view. You see that black dot in the middle here? That is really cool. If I can look. Go around the other way. So we can get the galaxy behind it. I know this doesn't seem real thrilling to you guys, but, or some of y'all, but I think it's cool. Oh, that's neat. We can do better than that. Excuse me, coughing in the microphone. Temperature looks good. Taking some screenshots here. I wonder if there's enough light for me to get the ship. Let me turn this ship a little bit. Get it illuminated a little better. For me. Let's try getting a big ass nebula behind it, maybe. Cool. Okay, enough of that. Okay, Pickles. Thanks for coming in. Now let's go start with these planets and ED1A. See what's there. That's showing one biological with no atmosphere, and lead observatories going, I don't know what's there. I'm sure it's some horizons gather materials or something. Again, it's already been mapped in First Football and stuff. I just want to see what's there. (9B). Here's 9B. I don't see a star there, so that must be, oh, that's the other black hole, isn't it? Yeah, you can see the gravitational lensing on it as it passed by it. That is weird. You don't have to go that far from the bubble to see cool stuff. Even if I'm not the first one to see it. First time I saw it. Personally, that I have discovered myself, one. I've found multiple times I've found one black hole, but you know, this system has 3, but I didn't discover it. And there's at least another couple of systems here that have at least 2 black holes. Back to where the carrier is, I'm not saying it's going to bug me. Where the carrier is at, not going to work, that's the wrong map. Ander. Carriers here, it has 2 black holes. And like this system right there, there's another, there's some more here somewhere. Look at all those stars though, there's no black hole there, but one black hole there. A black hole there. Lots of black holes here though. Say that. Plus there's a whole bunch more back here to look at yet. Just look that I came out here. I just came out here because it looked different with all the blue stars like that. I was like, okay, that looks perfectly natural. Plus I like going to nebulas. If we can get there today. I didn't have a SCO drive. I didn't have one on my crate. Or my, well, one of my ships, yeah, on my Corvette. When doing all the CG stuff, I didn't have a SCO FSD on it. A crate has one, but it can't. You can't leave it on very long because it just starts wobbling so much. Look at that constellation of stars over there. It just looks perfectly natural, doesn't it? Well, again, most nebula areas, at least on this side of the galaxy, are already pretty well, discovered and stuff. Like I said, I didn't come here to discover anything. If I want to do that, I'll move the carrier, another 1,000 light years away from this nebula and maybe go up or down a little bit. But most things around nebulas are already pretty well discovered and mapped. Then again, though, just because it's been discovered doesn't mean there's a first footfall. A lot of people from Horizons and stuff went through this part of the galaxy. And there may or may not have been some Odyssey players come through later and get a first footfall and stuff, if there's life or something. Many times I've found systems that were previously discovered, but found like Stratum Tectonica or something, and there was no first footfall on the planet, so I got the discovery bonus for it. As you know, the first footfall is not the same as the discovery bonus, but only redeeming thing is if there is no first footfall, then you know you're going to get the discovery bonus. If there already is a first footfall, then they may not have sampled anything, they just might have walked on the surface. Come around to the daylit side. This looks like it's probably a little spicy little place. We'll map it and try to figure out, we may have to go down, see what the life is. And as long as it's not like something common like crystal shards or something. Maybe something I've never found before. Alright, well Bishop, thank you very much for coming in and dropping by. I appreciate it. Hope you enjoyed the view of the black hole there.
I feel the message coming in.
6 probes. I got the good probes though. I won't need 6. I was mapping stuff in my Cobra Mark 5 and I don't have good probes on it. And that's so frustrating. Used to doing things at 2 or 3 probes on most planets, end up having to use 6 or 7. Oh, it's anemones. That's the little ball-shaped things with the orange dots. Let's go see one real quick. Got nothing else to do, right? It's gonna be hot, so I'm not gonna try to sample them or anything. They don't pay worth a damn, but they're cool to look at sometimes. And it's going to be hot. Every time I've gone to these things, it's been hot, and I died one time on a planet like this. You have to go like 100 meters between samples, but it was super hot. And I was on foot instead of in my SRV, and I thought I'd just run over there real quick. Well, I got there okay, I just didn't get back in time before I overheated. Died. Wasn't a big deal though, it put me right back in the ship.
Orbital flight.
I think it put me back in orbit, I'm not sure. It might have put me back just on the ship. I don't know if you've ever seen these anemones, or I don't know how to say it, like a sea anemone or not. Usually they're bigger than you think, though. When you see them at first from a distance, they don't look like orange basketball things sometimes. Sometimes they're greenish with orange dots, little orange balls on them. But they glow in the dark. They do glow in the dark. I forgot about that. I should have went in the dark side to do this. Maybe on one of the other planets, if they have the same thing, I'll go down on the dark side and try to find one just to see it glow. Gravity's 0.42G, Commander. Usual video stutter. I thought they'd fix that crap. There's one right there. See, it's orange. I'm not even gonna land. Use the external camera and get a good view of it. Ship's moving, so the camera's gonna move. But that was a little different than other ones I've seen. Other ones I've seen were more orange than that. This is kind of pinkish red. I'm gonna get seasick. I'm trying to see that. Alright, I saw it. Let's go check out 1B. CD1B. I need to change my filter a little bit. No, we got 1B, not 1D. All of them, 1B, C, D, E, and F have similar things. Go see. I do want. There's a sulfur dioxide planet, 1Bio. Unlikely, but it's possible it could have stratum frigus. It's very unlikely. Pretty hiding. I'm gonna spend too much time in this system, but I may not even check, D, E, and F. Let's see if it's the same thing here. I will, if it is the same thing, again, I'll go down on the darker side to try to see a glow like the other ones did. That grabs you well a little bit. Throttle's at 0. Throttle's been at 0, and I'm just zooming right by. Oh well. Tactical recon, tactical and maneuvering loop there or something. Yeah, that's what I meant to do. We'll just map it real quick and see what's down there. This time we'll go down just past, they're right by the Terminator, so we can see them glow if it's...
Surface scanned by 50%. Surface scan complete.
Lupulum anemone. Right? As I said, we'll go down on the darker side and... Slow down, Commander, slow down. We're at the dark here. Okay. I mean, we can go down in pitch black. It's a big deal. I'm not planning on landing here either. I just want to see them glow. Get over there. Dark. I like things in the game, plants and things that glow. I found these, Electricaea. There's a type of, it's a type of discus that glowed.
Orbital flight engaged.
I want to be dark. Vision on first. Probably won't be as hot in this, on the dark side though. Went 32G on this planet. Or moon, whatever it's called. Rain doesn't look really nice and inviting. Oh, they're not a rock. Definitely glows. Look at that. Damn ship, it holds still. It looks cool though. Okay. Let's go ahead and head to the BCD-1F. One of the sulfur dioxide things. BCD-1F. What we got there?
Frameshift drive charging. 4, 3, 2, 1. Engage.
But these walls feel closer now than they've ever been. The messages from Earth so down. And messages
1H listing, it's not listing what it might be, but it's got sulfur dioxide. I'm definitely going to have to check that out.
recording thoughts alive.
The lead observatory is telling me that this one could have either a bacteria or a stratum. Unlikely, extremely unlikely to be the stratum. I'm not watching what I'm doing here. But we'll go map it just in case it is the stratum. Let's slow down here.
Sometimes I forget the sound of rain.
I have no interest in going down and getting either one of the bacterias. But I would go down, even without the discovery bonus, I'd go down for at least one of the stratums, if it's Stratum Frigus. That's a codex entry for me in this sector. But again, it's telling me that it's extremely unlikely. Usually, I had not found a case yet where it said it was unlikely and it showed up. So. What was the first time though? I mean, it's got it listed for a reason. Possible. I won't need this third probe, but we'll put one there anyway.
Commander Picard, the sun signing off.
Surface scan.
Ads starting in 1 minute.
You won't miss anything.
Surface scan complete.
That's interesting. None of the biologics that Elite Observatory listed here still the same as the other thing. As options. I've never seen that happen before. So I think 1H would probably be the same. It's not listing anything, but it says sulfur dioxide. But we'll go check it, and that'll be the last one I check in this system, and then we'll jump to another system, and I'm sure it'll be more of the same types of crap. Or black holes or something. Ads are starting, folks. See you on the other side. It's gonna be a quick stream tonight. Hell, already I am tired. Did not get enough sleep from last night's efforts. My dog, however, doesn't have that problem. She sleeps all the time. Kind of like the kittens. They're either zooming around playing or they're sleeping.
As I drift deeper into the blue,
Getting some speed there.
like they've got something to show. What's next to you all beneath your starlit face?
That's where they changed something with the game mechanics. What I mean by that is, you know, I don't slow down nearly as fast as it used to or something. A lot more, it's not just me either, a lot more people loops of shame and stuff. Don't really have enough experience at it in regular ships. I know I did it in my crate and stuff, but I was thinking maybe it's the SCO drive ships that are doing it, but well, my crate has the SCO drive, so I don't know. Maybe it's the newer ships that might be more efficient. I don't know.
Maybe that's why I roam, making the unknown feel
Nothing you can't get used to, though.
now. Like old friends I've come to know.
See what this place has.
You hold beneath your starlit veil. What lies beyond? What secrets do you
If it has anything, it'll probably be those anemone things again.
Surface scan by 50%. Surface scan complete.
What's here? Okay. Here and see if there's anything else curious about. Where are we going next? And all these stars are close together. Excuse me. Here. Here. I think it's so... Oh, and is it something to do with the nebula? Why is it so dim? Trying to find another black hole system. Oh, I know there's more. There's one. We'll check it out. Those stars there are class O.
Jumping to next system.
Never really noticed the other black holes that weren't just a single system with a black hole. You know, that I found. I don't remember what the other primary star was or anything.
Complying.
Fuels moving. System scan complete.
Okay, there's no planets here, so what I have to do is find.
Disengaged.
Wait a minute. That all unexplored. There's something going on here. Is it just clusters? Yeah, okay. Right, and here's the B's, the black hole. It's tiny. 4.7 solar masses. Huh. That'd be interesting. (21,000 light seconds). Oh, not real far. Probably on the other side of the star, though. Yeah, you get spoiled with this skull rides, I tell you. Where's our nebula and stuff at? Yeah, I want to come around this side of this puppy so you can see some effects of it.
While you're still bound towards embracing safe and sleep. These coordinates, they
This one's pretty tiny.
beyond the charts, beyond our will. You asked me once what drives this restless heart.
I do wish I'd make the black holes a little more realistic looking with the accretion disks and stuff. Of course, then they wouldn't just be invisible points in space that you have to get close to see the lensing to actually tell they're there. I've seen lensing already. I'm gonna see something bright and shiny. I'm gonna say, oh, what's that up right over there? That's how I get out in the middle of nowhere at a nebula or something. I'll see a little fuzzy patch, and I'll go, I'm gonna go over there, and it turns out to be a nebula. Someday I'll find a planetary nebula by accident. A friend of mine discovered a planetary nebula with a black hole far west side of the galaxy. I went there. Check it out. I was going over there anyway to go to Erickson Star, the westernmost point in the galaxy you can get to in current ships. I didn't say, there may be further one out that you get to with a carrier, I don't know, but furthest you can get in a ship, even with FSD injection and stuff. But there may be a further star that you can only get to by carrier, something kind of like HIP, whatever it is, it's above the galaxy that you can only get to it in a carrier. Reckham something is there. Reckham's Rest? I don't remember what it's called. But I've been there. Okay, let's get this nebula over here. Definitely see some lensing now. Nice blue effect. That's just my eyes, no? Too far. Yeah, this is a tiny black hole. Well, it's tiny mass-wise. I don't know how far out the bad things happen to you extend, but you really can't get hurt. I mean, you hit the exclusion zone, it stops you. I think it was Sagittarius A. A friend of mine said to run into it. It wouldn't hurt, you know, it actually did some hull damage or something, but from the emergency stop, but wasn't bad. Okay. And then the stars dance around. Go down. Imagine this will look pretty much like the last one. Those black holes look pretty much alike, except for the, it depends on the background, you know, like a nebula or just galactic core or nothing. There's not much background, there's not much to see. Collection of wonders. There's a black hole at the entry point. That's quite startling, by the way. Didn't expect it. I ran into that when I was going to look for a mollusk. Popped in and it was a black hole was the entry point. Ooh, look at that. A little close. Yeah. I dropped into normal space. I wish I had done that just a little earlier. That looks cool. Depends on how I got the thing oriented. That's a picture. Right? Even in normal drive, without, not even in Super Cruise, I'd be able to get fast enough to see some effects. Not really, I guess. Oh, yeah, you can a little bit. I can get braver. Where is the lighter part of the sky? Trying to get an interesting background behind it. Try that. Try to come over this side a little bit. Might take a while. Wish it would draw an exclusion zone around that thing. My temperature too. I mean, I'm already in. I'm not in Super Cruise, so I don't expect it to do a lot other than, I don't know. Start getting too hot, I'll have to hightail it out. Trying to get a good picturesque thing. Hmm. 4 minutes away. Temperature's creeping up. It might have been just because I boosted. What it looks like at this distance.
Light years from your touch, star charts and silence. Just me and the void, breaking new ground. Each day I fly further, past worlds no one's seen. But every new distance brings you back.
I'm gonna do with all these photos, but I'll figure out something. Okay. Think I've seen enough. One black hole, you've seen them all, right?
Frameshift drive charging. 4, 3, 2,
Interesting.
engage.
That's entirely the gravitational lensing moving that. We're not going that fast. That nebula's far away.
Space. My ship's running true. This in your face.
Orbit a black hole before? Me neither. That's cool though. It's things like this that make me curious. I like to see something like that and I like go, what is that? And then I try to find it on the galaxy map. two little nebula things, and I don't even know what direction I'm looking, so. Definitely not looking toward the main nebula, so. Oh, there they are over there. Is that what that is? It's much closer than that. That's far away. It's Chunk Nebula. I saw a little ball a while ago, and that was the Bubble Nebula. I've been to it before. It's further out over this. Here it is. Yeah, if you have not been to the Bubble Nebula, I highly recommend it. I spent about a week there around. Of course, everything is already discovered, but actually easier just to type in Bubble Nebula.
You look ahead, not a single footprint where you tread.
Looks exactly like that too. Oh well. Where to now?
When others turn away, you press on.
Get about another 20 minutes probably before I end it here on Twitch. Maybe, you know, I'm going to try something different. These are all probably pretty much the same types of things. Up. Start here. Up and see. Ends out pretty quick here.
To distant shores where no one's ever been
That's
before.
far above the galactic plane, I would expect it.
Each morning brings another sign of worlds that you'll make mine. The voice inside keeps pushing strong. Though the
Only
journey
167.
your ship becomes your only home.
I'm not seeing anything exciting, so. Already bored with the black holes, huh? We found one with three black holes. Are there any with more? Another one there. One black hole there. Oh. How close together all these stars are, though.
Your name will mark these charts we draw. The
Pick
first
these three.
the message that you send us back.
One, two there. Oh, that's where they got their carriers at. Way over here. Nope. One black hole there. One black hole there. Of course. Two black holes. Nope. think that's about it. Here. Black hole there.
Past the pall of charted skies, each unknown horizon, moving rivers of the wise. Starlit
Not
veins
seeing anything
unravel.
exciting. Okay. Well then, let's jump back to the carrier.
Silver storms and sapphire spirals I implore. With every
Not any real exobiology here. Had my fun. And I know what's here now, so I wanted to find out. Lots of black holes already discovered.
Drive charging.
whisper, how many vanish in the
If you're interested in finding black holes that are undiscovered, I can point you in the general direction. Found 2 or 3.
Vectors.
I think it was Chick Magnet that pointed me in that direction.
Velocity reached.
Sure enough, just started running into black holes.
Completing system scan. Standby.
call to you across the filament
Pretty.
of fate. Just blazing courage, you refuse to hesitate.
Now the black hole, the nearest black hole was on the other side of the star earlier. I don't know if things are rotated around or not.
As the silence howls,
I think I'm going to call it quits here though, guys, and just go watch some other streamer and one year on the news. Most of y'all have heard the exciting events over in the Middle East today.
remember, I sigh, the worry in our eyes, yet you carry on relentless towards unmeasured
And I gotta figure out where I'm gonna send the carrier off to, so I can do some real exploration. Or at least some exobiology stuff. This is kind of a side trip. I'm bad about that. I'll just say, oh, what's over there? And not bad. I mean, I have the freedom to do that, so.
Flight assist off.
silver nebulae, a legacy refined.
Flight assist off.
Casting trails and crooked lies. I say
Hi there, carrier.
again, a share.
Request confirmed. Proceed to your landing pad, Commander.
A bright ass star though, isn't it?
Deployed.
I like the way the panel was kind of tinting it so you could see the surface of the star better.
We meet again.
Cool.
I guess we're destined for great things. Not.
Contact confirmed. Ship secured. Welcome to our cabin.
Well, I should have some cartographic data. Much, but I didn't discover anything. Okay, so I think I'm going to be ending my stream here. I will see tomorrow. Now it's Sunday. Probably stream. I know I'll be streaming on Monday. I might stream again tomorrow. Or I might just spend the day on YouTube tomorrow or Kick. We'll see. At any rate, oops, I'm gonna do this the right way. Thank you so much for coming in. I hope you enjoyed your look at the black hole and lensing effect there, and maybe I can get some good pictures out of it. See you guys next time, and have a good evening. Bye-bye.
Searching the stars for a world like home. After explorer drifting through the dark we roam. Scanners up, signals strong. Every system's a map, every scan's a song. From the edge of the void to the planets untold. Hunting for life in the cosmic cold. Alien signals beneath the sky, exobiology waiting, no limits to fly. From the edge of the void to the planets untold, hunting for life in the cosmic cold. Alien signals beneath the sky, exobiology waiting, no limits to fly. Earth-like worlds untouched and wild, pirates out there with fury piled. Between the peace and danger's call, Bacardi stands strong, never will fall. Bacardi's on the hunt, stars in his sights, exploring the unknown through endless nights. From Earth-like dreams to the pirate's fire, with the Corvette blazing, his enemies retire. Trekking life forms, chasing down the fight. In the depths of space, he's the guiding light. Boots hit the ground, scanners ping alive. Biological wonders in the deep survive. Through the nebula's reach, to the stars untamed, every new discovery adds to the game. But there's danger out there in the pirate zone. Federal Corvettes, engines moan. Locked in tight, no mercy given. When pirates attack, it's survival driven. Between the stars and battles fought, he never loses the mission he's got. Life in the black, born for the quest. Bacardi pushes on, never needs rest. Bacardi's on the hunt, stars in his sight, exploring the unknown through endless nights. From Earth-like dreams to the pirate's fire, with the Corvette blazing, his enemies retire. Trekking life forms, chasing down the fight. In the depths of space, he's the guiding light. From the blackest void to the brightest star, Bacardi's traveled the galaxy near and far. No pirate too strong, no world too small. Commander Bacardi answers the call, exploring the mysteries, fighting the foe. In the galaxy's depths, it's where he'll go. Bacardi's on the hunt, stars in his sights, exploring the unknown through endless nights. From Earth-like dreams to the pirate's fire, with the Corvette blazing, his enemies retire. Trekking life forms, chasing down the fight. In the depths of space, he's the guiding light. From the blackest void to the brightest star, Bacardi's traveled the galaxy near and far. No pirate too strong, no world too small.